Hey guys, welcome back to Protoscope's gaming channel featuring Brave Frontier Japan. So today we have for you Trial 5, and the reason it took me a long time to put this video out is because when I got this account I was level 120, so my cost was a little skeptical, and the person who basically gave me the account had no items really, so I had to work on getting fusion titanics and revive lights and all that stuff. So a week later I managed to beat it. I beat it before, but I wanted to just beat it again. Well, I wanted to beat it first and then use the guide to beat it the second time, if that makes any sense, because it doesn't cost any energy to replay it. So I wanted to beat it first, get out of the way, and then work on team compositions. Anyways, so you might want to use the exact items that I have here, or you can replace the cures with the little sphere that maximizes overdrive. But yeah, so what you want to do for this, for the first form, he has 3 forms. Well, she has 3 forms. The first form, every 4 turns she's going to do a massive attack on the lowest HP. Now this is very important because on the turn 1 counts when you attack, so that's turn 1. It doesn't end until she finished attacking, so notice, pay close attention to that. Turn does not finish until she finished attacking. It's not you then her, that's 2 turns. No, 1 turn is you first, her finishing. Alright, so there's a couple of different attacks you might want to note here. I'm gonna have them in the description, and hopefully I have them on the side of the video, but I'm gonna say it anyway. She does something called Debacle Fangs, and that's a powerful single target attack on random enemies. Extension, massive damage to the lowest HP target every 4 turns. That's the one I just told you about. Infinity World is an AoE attack plus a random status element on random enemies. Well, enemies meaning you. So benefit increases attack. Karashia recovers HP. This is the most annoying attack or buff that she has, because it gets really confusing when she gets to half HP and then she boosts herself back up, so that's a little annoying. Once she hits 50% HP on the first form, she is going to negate all of your negate your leader skill, so no leader skill for you. Next thing you want to take note of is when her HP gets around 20%, she does endless. So it doesn't do that much damage. It does around 5,000 damage, but hopefully it doesn't get a crit. So that's all you need to know about the first form. Just guard your lowest HP unit every 4 turns, and that's really it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed the first form up a little bit and talk to you about my team composition and strategy. Alright, so I'm using Magris because you need Magris 7-star and Ultimate Brapers to endure 2 of her special attacks at her second form. I'll get more into that when we get to her second form. So I'm using Zell Knight. Of course, Zell Knight is, like I said, the most universal unit, which is the reason he was in my top 10 video. So I'm using Zell Knight to give us the 8 battle crystal boost just in case we fall short. Darwin Shell for the damage mitigation from his BB, as well as being an offensive mitigator. I'm using Zavala, if that's how you pronounce her name, because her leader skill is very effective, but until, you know, the 50% hit HP mark when she basically negates leader skill. But her SPB is very effective as well, because she has a 30% chance of decreasing attack and defense by 30%, which is really good. Now 6-star Grah is here because this dude is OP as hell. His SPB gives us a 25 hit AoE, light and dark element attack added for 3 turns, and increases everyone's BB gauge by 6 battle crystals for 3 turns. So that's really good. And he's a tank kind of. And I'm using the light chick. I keep forgetting her name, but I think it's Emeralicia Dia. I don't freaking know. But I'm using her because she is my favorite healer. Let me tell you why. Her Brave Burst increases HP and cure status ailments. She's using Drevas, of course. And now her Super Brave Burst is very unique. Her Super Brave Burst increases her own HP from base by 20%. So if you paid attention to the beginning of the video, you noticed that her HP got higher than when it started off. And her SBB increases the HP for 3 turns, as well as give you, I believe it's a 20% boost in recovery. It's a hidden skill. And 8 boosted battle crystal. That is amazing. She basically is a healer version of Zell Knight. I love her. Alright, so now we're going to enter the second form, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about what to do here. Alright, so the second form, you don't have to worry about her doing extension because she doesn't do it. The second turn is actually the easiest turn in my opinion, because if you just time it right, you can just breeze through it. But the only thing to note is, now you have no leader skill, so now you're depending on your units BB and SBB. So stay really careful. So what you want to do is make sure your overdrive is maxed out, or at least close to being maxed. All you do here is you just make sure that Magris's BB gauge is at least unlocked for BB, because you can activate overdrive. You can activate his ultimate Brave Burst by using the BB. So that's a good thing to know about that. You only have 3 turns to use his special, so you have to time this right, or else you're gonna waste it. So I'm just spamming up here, just trying to. I use his Super Brave Burst here because we're a little far away from 80%. Nothing really heavy here, just his random attacks. I keep saying her random attack. Just be wary for that. Now, if you don't have 6-star Grahd, you can easily use Lily Maida. If you don't have Zavala, that's her name. Let me see if I'm pronouncing her name right. Zavala. I'm calling her Zavala. I don't give a damn. All right, so if you don't have her, you can easily use a Fiora, any attack down buffer, because attack down really helps in the long run. It really does. It's kind of a backup plan, in my opinion. If you don't have to use this healer, I'm using her because, you know, I'm limited to the units I can use. So I don't have all the units that I have on my global account, because this account was given to me and I had to basically train this account and summon. So I'm really limited to possibilities. But this is probably my best team composition that I can think of. It actually works a little better than Lily Maida at lead. Alright, so she uses it here. You have 4 turns to use this overdrive. First turn, you want the first and the second turn, you want to use the ultimate Brave Burst. Okay, you really want to use it. If you can't use it on the first turn, use it on the second turn. Now this is when she reduces your BB gauge. She doesn't attack for 3 turns. First turn she warns you. Second time she reduces your BB gauge, and then the third time I believe she gives you a defense buff or a defense debuff. I'm not sure. I think it's a defense buff. So you can just spam attack here. Now you can bypass this if you do massive amount of damage. So if you have let's say Rogan or something like that, you can actually bypass it if you do just enough damage. So now this is the third turn. Now you have to use the ultimate Brave Burst. Make sure you use it here. Just spam attack everybody else, because Magris is Superman right now. And if you do not use Magris ultimate Brave Burst, she will wipe your entire team right out. So I'm going to fast forward it from here, but I'm going to fast forward it to the 50% HP mark because this video is like an hour long, so I'm trying to, you know, compress it. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we're at the 50% HP mark, which is the second time she uses her special. So you want to do the exact same thing. Use that ultimate Ray Burst first. Second turn, spam attack. Third turn, spam attack. Fourth turn, ultimate Brave Burst. Very easy. Extremely easy, honestly, the second form. So now I'm going to fast forward it until her third form. So I'll be right back once again, guys. Now, just to play it safe, you may want to use your damage mitigation right when you kill her, or about to kill her, or at least have some kind of defense buff, because I don't know, I'm not sure about this. Guys, correct me in the comments below to help people out if the turns actually still continue counting or it resets when her third form arrives, because her third form actually is continuation from her first form, but she doesn't use the extinction, so you don't have to worry about that. All you have to do is worry about guarding your lowest HP unit every 4 turns. For now. And there are times there are times when your Alita skill goes back to effect, so that actually helps you out a little bit. So this guy, just make sure you count your turns. It's really imperative to count your freaking turns. It's like the Maxwell trial. Now, if you made it this far without using any items, you're in good shape. If you use something, a revive or something like that, don't worry. Now, this is when Lily made a comes in effect at the third form. If you have her, that's great. If you have Narza, that's great. Even Reese, you can use Reese if you don't. Oh no, not Reese. That's a leader skill. Sorry. So this is where it's key to keep all of these items, because there's times where you don't want to waste your healer's Brave Burst heal when only like one unit is down. So that's when you use a cure like I did here. But I'm gonna fast forward to about the 50% mark, because that's when it starts getting a little confusing. So all you gotta do is guard every 5 turns. I mean every 4 turns, guard your lowest HP unit until the 50% mark. I'll tell you what to do from there. Alright? Be right back again. Alright guys, so now we're about to hit the 50% HP mark. So this actually confused the hell out of me right here, because I got her below 50% HP and then she healed herself and got above 50% HP, so I wasn't sure if it was going to repeat. So what you want to do here is, well, not what you want to do here is, after the 50% HP, she does 2 to 3 of those very powerful attacks each turn. So that's the extinction. So what you want to do is, every 4 turns, you want to use your damage mitigation and guard all your units. That's the best possible scenario right here. And please note that 50% HP means she does an AoE attack. So if you have Loaded Meta BB activated, it's really good for your team. So that's turn 1. This is turn 1 now when she uses that. So now you keep track of the turn. Every 4 turns, damage mitigation, guard everyone. That's the most vital information I can give you guys right now. And if you don't have Zell Knight, you can use the new dark guy. I forget his name. I'm gonna actually do some review videos because I'm gonna do some review videos. So let's continue the fight. So it's little petty attacks right now. They actually do a decent amount of damage if you don't have your defense buff up or damage mitigation. So I like to try to have Darvin Shell's BB every turn, followed by Magris's SBB. So that's really good pattern there. I'm also trying to use Grahd's SBB every 3 to 4 turns to keep those 6 battle crystals rolling in. Now from 50% down is the most difficult and the longest part of the fight, so just bear with me, guys. I want to give you as much information for the final 50% as I can. So now she does a little more attacks here. She does something called Namora benefit, so that increases her own attack and defense. And unstoppable benefit greatly increases her attack and defense. And she has something called Nemesia Parashia. It's an AoE, then it increases her HP. So that's what she did at the 50% HP mark, and it really pissed me off. And another thing that is going to get you guys, sometimes on the 4th turn, she's going to not only use Extinction, but she's going to use, like, how can I say it? She's going to use attacks before she uses it. So it gets really confusing because she's not just going to target the lowest HP unit, but she's going to attack first and then target. So your HP is going to be down even further. So make sure you have your damage mitigation on. You really have to make sure, because she's going to wipe the hell out of your team. So now, if you pay attention to the Japanese letters in her name, the first letter and the second letter around there is when she's going to use her endless. This endless is a lot more powerful than the last endless that she did on the first form. Yeah, because it really is. It's a possibility for her to crit, and if she crits, you're in trouble. Now I believe she just increased her attack and defense. Yeah, she increased her attack and defense. And then she did her AoE, which is really a pain in the butt. And if you also notice, her regular attacks have a higher hit count and is more powerful. So that's really important to note. I use my Fusion Tectonic on the healer because I wanted to increase my entire team's battle crystals by 8. I wanted to stack that up with Zell Knight. It's really imperative to use Darvin Shell first before you increase the BB gauge, because if you do that, you don't really want to use his SBB. His BB is more important than his SBB because it requires less battle crystals to obtain, and it has a damage mitigation. You don't really need his BB because that's why you have Magris's SBB there, so not really necessary. So use it before, use it after he uses his Brave Burst, because see how close he is to getting his Brave Burst once I freaking use the heal from my healer. Now, all of my units are using, well, Darvin Shell and Darwin Shell and Zavala are using Lego and Gem. Magris is using his sphere because he also increases his stats by 20% when he uses his own sphere. The healer is using Lugina's sphere and Drevis, so no status elements on her. Zelnite is using Lexita, and I believe it's one of the Battle Crystal boosters. I don't know if it's Beat Gloves or something like that. It's one of those. All of them are using, everyone besides the healer are using Battle Crystal boosters, so increases Battle Crystal drop rate. So we're almost getting close to that 20% HP mark. And I actually messed up over here. You'll see in a little bit how I messed up, but I actually recovered greatly. So if you messed up like I did, use the same thing that I did to recover. It actually works even better. So right here I was kind of confused. So I just used his BB again. Boom. And I attacked with everyone because I wasn't sure what was coming. But I kind of lost track of the turns, to be honest. But I was right. So if you get confused, use that damage mitigation and guard. Yes, it is possible for him to attack more than one unit twice with his special or her special. Keep saying his. God dang it. So we are 2 letters away from the most annoying attack that she does. Proto, why didn't you heal? Because I want to get my defense buff up there. And now I can use Grahd's SVB followed by Garv's SVB. I mean, Brave Burst. And start getting those battle crystals rolling in so when it comes time, I can get to work. So the next letter is when she uses her Endless. Now our leader skill is back. So it's really good that our leader skill comes back towards the end of the fight. So now I have my Lily Meta effect, and I have my damage mitigation from Grah, and I have everyone's attack, defense, recovery, and HP boosted. So that's great news. So we're kind of off to a good start. Now I think this is where I made the mistake. I'm not sure. Let's see what I do here. Because we're a few... Oh yeah, okay. So I used Magris Ultimate Brave Burst here because we were very close to the 20% HP mark. Now, if you miss timing, it's very important to have a backup plan. It really is. Oh yeah, this is what messed me up because I was about to bring her down to 20% HP, and then she healed herself. So it kind of screwed me over here. And then she removed my leader skill. Once you go past 20% HP, then your leader skill comes back. So note that. So now I had to basically give up my ultimate Brave Burst because she healed herself. What a prick. So the next turn I had to use it, or else I'm gonna lose it. That's what she said, right? I know. That's what she said. But it actually worked out in my favor because, let me tell you why. I used the Ultimate Brave Burst and she used Extinction. So that actually helped out. Now it's Magris time. Superman, let's do it. I have no idea why I used this Vala's SPB there. I have no idea. That was actually a misplay from me. That was actually a misplay from me. So now we're getting close to the 20% HP mark. It's right between the first and the second letter of her name. So now the best part happens. Grah has his 6-star. I mean his SPB. So, well, he's about to have his SPB. So now that I messed up my overdrive, now it's important for me to figure out my new defense plan. So this defense plan actually worked out very well. I was a little bit surprised of how well I pulled this off. I was so scared. I didn't have any more revives left, so if I failed this, I would then have to go and farm for more revives. And then waste another hour doing it. Anyways, so now what my plan is now, I'm going to use Darwin Shell's Brave Burst along with Magrus's Super Brave Burst along with Zavala's Super Brave Burst. So I kind of did a gutsy move here and try to get more of her HP down. So now the leader skill came back halfway, or is a glitch because Zavala doesn't have her excuse me guys, HP boost from Grah. So we used Darwin Shell, Zavala. I take a chance for her because remember it's only a 30% chance to decrease attack and defense by 30%, but it worked. We got the light element added from Grah, as well as the 30% decrease in defense, so we did a lot more damage. Now we're doing what? Grah's leader skill kicked in, so that's 15% reduction from her, along with 30% reduction, along with 50% reduction, so that's about what? 15 plus 50 is 65 plus 30, so 15% damage from attack, so that's great. So now from here it's not that difficult. From here on, all she's going to do is every 4 turns she's going to use Endless, so that's the only thing to note right here. Other than that, once you get this far, you basically beat the game. Well, not the game, but the freaking trial. Oh yeah, you gotta count your turns as well. But again, this is random. She does this move randomly. But just remember, that leader skill comes in right around this time, so it doesn't do that much damage when you have mitigation or reduction. Hey guys, so we basically beat it, but I want to thank you guys so much. 1 million views. I cannot believe it. 1 million views, really? I did not think I would get 1 million views. I just started this account just for fun. To say, okay, let me do some Brave Frontier videos because there's not a lot of people doing it. And now I hit 1 million views. I'm close to hitting 10,000 subscribers, which is really a great thing when you compare 10,000 subscribers to 1 million views. That's crazy. My subscriber to view ratio is amazing. Thank you all. I know I have a lot of ghost subscribers. Ghost subscribers means people that watch my videos but don't subscribe. I do that a lot of times too, so I'm not going to complain. Can't really complain. But yeah, man, I'm so excited to start playing Japan version. So now I can give you guys some more videos, more content, more trials, more guides, more walkthroughs, more reviews, more rare summons, more booty licking, more booty hole smelling. Everything, man. Again, a lot of you guys apparently can't read or don't pay attention to reading. So, every video I get when I do a Japan video, how do I download Japan? Guys, read my description. It has been in my description for about a week now. Japan video. It's in the description. How to download it and how to install it and stuff like that. It's in the video description of every video from the past week. So Endless was enabled again. Damage mitigation is key. If you don't have Darwin Shell, sucks to be you. Just playing. If you don't have Darwin Shell, you can use any unit that you can use. Excuse me, what the hell? Shira. You can also, believe it or not, you can use Edia. You can use Edia, so don't be all surprised. Edia works. Now, if you need help, please join my Facebook group and contact me on Facebook. The link is in the description as well. Everything you know about me and most of the important things about this game is in my description. So, watch it, read it, learn it. So she caught me off guard here, but I had one more revive light ready to go. So what I did here was I said, you know what? I'm gonna go for the final blow. I gave it to my healer. Bam. No, I gave it to Grah. Yeah, I gave it to Grah. Sorry guys. I gave it to Grah to get the light element. That's what I did. This video is so freaking long. Gave it to Grah. I got the boost. The Grah. Oh my god! I can't wait for Thursday. Nope. Yeah, Thursday. I'm going to do my Grah 6-star video. I've been waiting to involve this guy for the longest. Oh my goodness. But yeah, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Until next time, catch you later. Congratulations, you got Zavala, baby. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out my other videos. Boom, Maxwell right there. Boom, Grah right there. If you want to know how to get some BB fodder, bam, right there. All of them in the description below. Peace out.